Hi, we're on Capitol Hill today, and I just had to come on to social media in between votes here and vent a little bit and tell you exactly what we're facing and what we're up against today. Let me start by sharing with you a couple of quotes that I think you may agree are interesting. Former Vice President Joe Biden said a couple of days ago that he sees this current pandemic, the coronavirus tragedy, as, quote, an incredible opportunity to fundamentally transform the country. Speaker Nancy Pelosi said shortly after that she sees everything as an opportunity. And then the co-chair of the Congressional Progressive Caucus said, quote, for me, the leverage is that there is enormous suffering. The leverage. Look, this is a crisis of almost unimaginable proportions, and we all know that. We've had 80,000 Americans lose their lives. We've had tens of millions of Americans lose their jobs. People are struggling, wondering how they're going to keep food on the table. And yet Nancy Pelosi, the speaker, has brought us into town to vote on a monstrosity of a bill. This is 1,800 pages. It would cost $3 trillion, and it's nothing more than a long list of left-wing wish list items. I mean, there's no other way to describe it. I made a couple of notes here I want to share with you. First, in these 1,800 pages, if you read it, you'll find that it prioritizes millionaires in blue states over hardworking families. It would require sending taxpayer funds, relief checks, to illegal immigrants, okay? People in the country illegally. We're going to pay them now? That's what they want to do. The bill would literally seek to raise taxes on small businesses. Raise taxes at the time when small businesses are closing their doors in record numbers permanently because they're struggling so greatly. It would steamroll the 10th Amendment. Guess what? This bill would federalize election processes and take the rights away from the states to handle that. It would impose upon all the states California's crazy balloting scheme, ballot harvesting scheme that has led to all sorts of corruption and chaos. It includes no Hyde Amendment protections to ensure that taxpayer funds that may go to Planned Parenthood or other abortion providers would not be used to help fund abortions. The bill mentions the word jobs only 52 times, but listen, it mentions cannabis 68 times. Seriously, this is not, I'm not being flippant here, but we're wondering if the staff that wrote this might have been high when they put the pen to paper. Look, I could go on and on. This bill is not a serious attempt at legislation. It's not an effort to try to solve this gigantic historic crisis that we have for the country. This is pure politics. It's a messaging bill, as we say on Capitol Hill. This is something they put out there to try to use in the election cycle for some unknown reason. I just think it's frankly crazy. It is shameful that they have brought members of Congress back here to do this, to fool with this, a bill that is dead on arrival in the Senate and has zero chance of becoming law. They are doing nothing more than putting this out there so they can message it. But look, the American people are smart. They're seeing through this, and they are outraged, rightfully so. I'm going to put a list here of some of the lowlights of the bill that we've uncovered, and we'll link the bill itself so you can read it for yourself. We'll get through this as a country, but not fooling around with mess like this.